I want to talk about this thing about goals because sometimes we get into this massive overwhelm about goals and how we want to get them and achieve them, and then it always falls flat and we never get anywhere to where we want to be. So I'm actually going to share tonight my 5 secrets that I truly use myself every single time when I'm trying to achieve a goal, anything from graduating college to competing in fitness competitions, and my latest one, which was writing a book, which was actually the hardest one, and I never thought it was going to be that hard. So I'm going to share those 5 secrets with you tonight. And if you feel that anyone else has the same, thought about, oh my God, these goals are just so overwhelming and I just will never achieve them, so they don't even try. Or if it's you, just let them know that this is happening right now and tell me, is goals a thing for you? Like, is this something that you really want to try to overcome and tackle and actually finally say, yes, I wrote down this goal and I'm actually going to go and do it and I'm actually going to achieve it? Let me know if that's a thing. And if it's not a thing for you, tell me what is, because that's what I do. I'm here to help you. So anyone that wants you, if you want my cheat sheet, write goals below, and then I will send you that automatically right after the live is done. And for those of you that don't know me, my name is Liz Lima, and as a result of working with me, people get out of overwhelm. They actually find joy in their life. They're able to dream again, and they're actually able to go after what it is they want because of the vehicle that I provide. So that's why the goal thing comes up a lot because a lot of the people that I work with have this goal and they say, okay, how am I going to do this? Like, how am I actually going to go after this and attain it? So this is the thing, like with goals, sometimes we think really, really, really big, and that's great. We need to think really big, but we also need to think in a way of that when we think big, we can still achieve that goal, but it's all about the stuff that needs to go before it, right? And that's what I'm going to actually talk about today. So get some paper, get your agendas, get your planners, get your phone only on calendar. Don't be browsing something else while you listen to me. I'll get offended. And let's do this because I'm going to go into the 5 secrets that I use every time for every goal that I want to achieve. So step one is I want you, and this is going to sound odd, I want you to write out in your planner from now until December 31st everything that you want to do for yourself as in personal time. And this is really important, and it sounds really crazy that you're going to say, why am I doing that, Liz? Because that's crazy. Why would I schedule out time for myself? Because you have to. Because if you don't, you won't do anything for yourself, right? Has there been a time where you feel like that you're always working and you have to squeeze in getting your hair done, or you have to squeeze in maybe getting a drink with your best friend, right? Have you done that? I know that I've done that many times, and it's crazy that we get into this overwhelm, right? We get into this state of like, oh, if I want to achieve that, I just have to work really, really hard and just keep working and keep working and keep working. And then what? And then you have to try to schedule all these things in the time that you actually need for yourself. Have you ever done that? I know I've done that. I am completely guilty of that. So we need to schedule that time, because when you have that time to relax and actually enjoy your life, then you'll be able to continue on with your goal, right? And it won't seem that you're always working, which I'm guilty. That was me for a very long time, especially in grad school. So schedule out all of your personal time, things that you want to get done, your haircut, the date night, whatever it is, write it out on your agenda. And then the next question, which is where some people are like, finally, we're going to get into the actual stuff of like how this is going to happen, is write down, what is it that you really want? What is this goal that you're trying to achieve? And sometimes you may not even know what it is. Are you in a place right now where you think, okay, I know exactly what it is I want in my life. I know exactly what my perfect life is. I know exactly where I want to be 3 years from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now. Do you know that? And if you don't, that's okay, because that's the starting point. We'll start here and we'll get there, right? So a lot of things that I talk about is, okay, pick one of these. Health. Is there anything that you want to fix with your health? Wealth. Is there anything you want to fix with your wealth? By the way, those are my 2 specialties, health and wealth. Relationships. Are there any relationships that you wish you could help or fix or maybe go back and mend? Things like that. Or happiness. Are you happy? Are you truly happy where you are right now? And with with those categories, if you don't know what this ultimate goal of your life is, I always have my clients ask this question. If you could do anything in the world, what would it be? And if money was no issue ever, what would you do every single day? That's a tough one because sometimes we forget to dream really big and we forget that what is it that we could do? We limit ourselves. And the last one, which is pretty tough for us, we've had a lot of people passing in our family, but what would your obituary say? What is it that you want to be known for? What is it that you want your legacy to leave, right? So we're talking big goals, right? And it could be any goal, but I want you to really dig deep and think about this because goals are really, really important. If you're going through life without having this vision or idea, then what is it that you're going towards every day? Are you just going through the motions? Guilty. I was going through the motions for years after I had my son and my daughter. I kind of lost myself and I was just going through the motions. And then finally I woke up a little too late, not too late, but I would like to have done it a little bit earlier, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. I woke up and now I'm actually going after these goals. Okay. So write out what those things bring up for you. And these are in the cheat sheet. So if you want it, just say goals and I'll send it to you because these are the questions that are going to jar up some emotion and maybe some thoughts that you really want to get out. All right, step 3 is we're going to visualize. And what I mean by visualize is that I want you to picture what it is that you want to be. What is it that you want to be, do, have, right? And I want you to do this in the thought of your goal. So when I was writing this out, I know that you guys probably will think I'm crazy, but when I was writing this out, I actually said, okay, I want to look like Gal Gadot. I don't know if that's how you pronounce her name, but she's incredible. The Wonder Woman. I want to look like her naked. That's my goal. So how do I do that? I know you're probably like, what? And when I talked to my husband, I was like, really? That's what you're going to talk about? I'm like, yep, that's what I'm going to talk about. So what is it, that goal? So I'm going to say, I want to look like Gal Gadot. Okay. And I'm so sorry, Gal, if I'm completely butchering your name. I really apologize. And maybe we'll just have to go out for a glass of wine and you can tell me how to pronounce your name and I will apologize and say thank you for spending the time with me. But so we start from there. So that's the end. So begin with the end. Okay, so that's what I want to look like. Okay, so how would we do that, right? This is the thing where the overwhelm comes in. People are like, oh, I have this massive goal. And you say it and you're like, how the hell do I get there? I don't know. Well, you don't start from here to be there. You start from there. Okay, so I want to look like Gal Gadot. All right, so back up a step. How would you start thinking like that? Well, probably working out. What does she do for her workouts, right? So that's one. So workouts, most definitely diet. If you don't know me yet, you'll know I am a big, 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 big stickler for diets and nutrition and health. Anyways, so what's her workouts and what's her diet? So we start there. So then use everything that you have in your possession. We are so lucky and spoiled that we have Google now because when I was in college, we had AOL. So there you go. And I mean, that was only a few years ago. So, I must have been in a really bad place. No, I'm kidding. So look it up, Google search. What would Gal Gadot's workouts look like for preparing for Wonder Woman? Or even like, what would a lean fitness model or, lean fit women or muscular women, whatever it is that you're trying, like that your goal is, search for that. Search for workouts, search for meal plans. That's where you start getting these ideas, right? So start from the end and work backwards. And then once you do that, we'll go into step 4 and you write it out. You're going to write out all this information, everything that you've actually found, and now we're going to make a plan. We're going to write it all out and say, okay, I know that I have to work out X times. I have to eat like this, right? So we're going to write this all out and you're going to plan it. When are you going to work out? When does it fit in your schedule? Because now you put all of your personal time, it's perfect, right? Your personal time is in there. Now you say, okay, awesome. I have my personal time with my family, with my spouse, with my friends, and do what I want to do. And now I can put in the stuff for my goals and what I want to achieve. Awesome. So you'll do that. You'll do the workouts. You'll do the meal planning or whatever it is for you, right? Is it launching your business? Is it trying to find a business? Is it I wish I knew what to do with the business? Whatever it is, this is what you're going to put out in your schedule. And step 5, you're going to make it stick. So this is the biggest issue that I see with everyone is that they get all excited. They're like, okay, I'm going to totally crush this goal. I'm totally going after it and I'm going to get it. And they're so excited and they're like full of steam. And then not even a week goes by and they're like, out. They're like, I'm out. I'm done. They've lost complete all and any motivation that they actually had. Okay, so for step 5, for making it stick, these are some ways that you can keep with your goal and keep after it. And this is where things that I'm sure you've heard before, and you're probably like, yeah, right, I'm not going to make a vision board. That's ridiculous. Well, that's why people have vision boards, because they see it every day. So whatever it is your goal, you'll see it every single day. It's there to remind you that this is important to you. This is to remind your brain, this is important to me. This is what I want. That's why people create vision boards. So they see it. They see it every day. They're reminded of what it is that they wanted in their life. Okay, so one thing is a vision board. Put out everything that you want on that vision board for this goal. If it's weight loss, great. Put down everything that it is of why you want to feel like that. Is it because you want to feel healthier? Is it because you want to play with your kids? Is it because you want to be able to go hike mountains? These are the things that are there. Make it emotional. What is it that it's the real true reason? Listen, you could be vain and say, yeah, I want to look amazing in a bikini. Awesome. But what does that bring to you? I'm sure it brings you a hell of a lot of self-confidence. Maybe that's what it is that you want. Maybe that's what it is that makes you feel better. Then you feel self-assured and you feel amazing, and then you can feel comfortable in your own skin. Maybe that's what it is, right? Put all this on your vision board so you see it every single day, so you'll work towards it. So that's one example. The other thing that I actually have my clients do is make a vision board in Canva, and you can put on your phone and you can put on your laptop, right on the desktop of your laptop, on the wallpaper of your laptop. That's what I do. So every time I'm working on my laptop, I see it every single time I turn it on. And it reminds me, right? And I'm telling you right now, I had on there my book. And my book is coming out this week. And I did that in the beginning of January. And we're already in September. Can you believe it? We're in September. Oh my God, we're in September. Okay, so the vision board and the digital vision board. And then the big one, which I'm sure you've heard, and maybe you haven't done anything about it, but it's clean up the people you hang around with. I can't stress this enough, because even as my husband and I, as you know, we've gotten older and getting older and actually having really, really big dreams and big goals, you start to see and hear a lot from people that you thought were really, really good friends, and they just don't see that vision that you have, and they're like, I have no idea where you think you're going, right? Does that sound familiar? Have you ever said your dream and your vision and actually had someone tell you, you kind of crazy? What are you going to do? Like, that's what we're talking about. That's what I'm talking about. You've got to clean up your environment with the people that you hang around with, right? Even family. Just don't hang out with them that much. It's just the way that it is. It's just they will suck the energy and they will suck the life out of you. How do you think that you're going? Here's a perfect example. How do you expect to? Okay, here. So we're doing a 30-day challenge. So our 30-day challenge in my business, and this 30-day challenge is focusing on health. And so, how would it work? So there's like 600 of us in my group doing this right now, and we started today. Now, how is it going to work when you're saying, okay, I really want to do this. This is my goal. I'm gonna go after this, and I'm going to hit this and crush this 30-day challenge. And you have your friend or your colleague or your coworker, and they're like, oh, but come on, we always go get drinks on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I don't know, like that was me in grad school. I don't know, but that doesn't help, does it? Like that won't help, right? So yeah, maybe you'll just be like, you know what, not this month, because I really want to focus on my health and I really want to do this for me, and maybe you should do it with me, right? But that's what we're talking about, cleaning up your environment. It would be a lot harder for you to achieve that goal if you've got someone always pulling you down, always grabbing you down, always saying, no, I don't know why you're trying to do that. No, you can't do that. Why are you even thinking like that? Why don't you stay here with me because it's safe, because you're dreaming way too big for me and I can't dream like that. So you're making me a little bit uncomfortable. That's what I'm talking about. That's what you need to do. You need to clean up your environment with people, but clean up your environment in your house or your apartment or wherever that you live as well. Because if you don't have things that are going to help you go towards this goal that you want to achieve, you're just holding yourself back. So let's just keep going with the 30-day challenge of health. If you want to do really well in that challenge, having all that crap in the pantry is probably not going to help, right? Having boxes of mac and cheese because it said it was like connecting and not connecting in here and not there, but that's okay. We'll just go with it. So the last one was that I was saying, make it stick. So you're cleaning up your environment. You are cleaning up the people around you, meaning you're not hanging out with certain people, that you're cleaning just in your environment. So it makes it so that you can actually achieve that goal that you want to achieve. And really, the last thing is to celebrate. You need to celebrate that you're actually going after this goal, that you are going to say, yes, I've made a decision, I'm deciding, and I'm going after this. And then you celebrate. And you celebrate all along the way. This is the thing that people forget all the time, is that they forget to celebrate. They forget to say, oh my God, I'm actually doing this. And I'm proud of myself for actually doing this. And that's something that you really need to do. You have to celebrate. So that is all of the secrets that I use. Please tell me if you want them. I will send it to you. I have it all written out in a PDF that you can just tell me goals, type out goals, and I will send them to you probably tomorrow. And really, this is about the goals that it is that you are trying to achieve. Any goal that you've ever had in your life, any goal that you keep trying to go after over and over and over again, every New Year's, same goal over and over and over again, and you're just not getting it. That's what this is about. This is about finally you attaining this goal and saying, yes, I didn't quit on myself, because the only person you're hurting is yourself. If you quit on yourself, you don't achieve. You quit on yourself, you don't get what it is that you want, right? So that's what we're doing. So the 5 secrets that I said is that you have to schedule out your personal time. You got to get your calendar out and schedule out all the time that you need and want for yourself. And then the second one is, what is it that you do want? What is it that you want to achieve? What is it, that goal that you're actually going after? Okay. And the third is that you need to visualize it. How is it that you're going to get there? But you start from the end and you work backwards. Okay. Whatever that goal is, think of the end and try to work backwards on how you would achieve it from the end, not from the beginning. It will seem overwhelming. Okay. And then 4 is you write it all out. You did all the research, you're looking at everything, and you're saying, okay, this is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to do A, I'm going to do B, and I'm going to do C. Step 5 is you're going to make it stick. You have to make it stick, meaning you're going to make your vision board. You're going to do something every single day, no matter what it is, that's going to keep you on track. It's going to keep you motivated for what it is that you want. And finally, you're going to celebrate. You're going to celebrate everything that you're doing. You're finally going after this, and you're doing it. And you need to celebrate every single step along the way, because you're your biggest cheerleader. You have to be. There's so many people out there that are so into their own shit, and they just don't see it within themselves to be able to cheer on other people. Thank you so much again. My name is Liz Lima, for those of you that don't know me. And as a result of working with me, I help people get out of overwhelm, get into a life of joy, be able to go after their dreams by giving them a vehicle to do it. So I love you all. Thank you so much for being here. This is your time, and it's very, very precious. It's the one thing that never comes back, right? You can get another relationship, you can get another job, you can get another car, but you can't get more time. This is what we have. So my favorite quote, and I want to leave this with you, is that you always had the power, my dear. You just had to find it for yourself. Thanks so much, and I'll see you soon. Bye.